Hi there, it's Natalie Ekubu. How are you doing today? Let's talk about money and what may hold you back. What kind of archetype or subpersonality you may have in the background, in the unconscious level, that is holding you back a little bit and not keeping necessarily the flow, the financial flow, and the ease and the grace of being in the flow. So I thought we could look at that, and I have selected especially 4 archetypes that to me are the ones that I see more active in my clients. I've been doing clearing work and healing work for 22 years now and for more than 11,000 people. So I have seen a lot of money blocks or subconscious blocks, and from preventing people from going back into the flow. Because I work with high achievers, so they've been in the flow, they've been successful and everything, and then sometimes something's happening there. So we look at the soul level, we look at the subconscious level, and we find what is tweaked, what is to be tweaked. Very often, I'm interested in our subpersonalities, the little persona that we have inside that may act up a little bit. So we've seen 3 of them already, and I invite you to look at the different videos around this. The last one I want to look at is the artist archetype, the one that is creative, the one that wants to be detached a little bit from the world, because creation and art is so important that money is not actually. So that's where they put their value in, and they are very detached from the materialistic world. And of course, that's when the archetype goes a little bit into the extreme, right? So it's valid also for people that could be highly spiritual and want to kind of block the flow of money, because once again, they feel that the value of money is not reflecting is not in equation with the value of the spiritual world. So there is a motivation for the inner work, a motivation for being tapped into your source of creation, and seeking truth, and definitely no interest or not enough interest into money and financial things. So you can see that your artist is acting up and blocking your financial flow when you start not recognizing your value, or maybe you have a hard time pricing your services or pricing your art, or the different offers that you have, or you are pricing it but it's not high enough, or maybe you're struggling. Usually when the artist is in imbalance, then there is a struggle around money. There is a struggle around, oh, how am I going to pay for this or for that, because the detachment was too important. There in creation, in the creation world, there needs to be some intention and some desire in order to make it happen, right? So some desire to make money, some desire to have a financial flow is needed there. It's need to be reactivated into the artist archetype. It doesn't mean it's the entire you that's not interested. It means that at this time, this present time, your artist persona or your spiritual persona is having a little dysfunction and is being too detached or too uninterested, or having no desire into money. So you cannot have that happen and at the same time have flow of money and influence and impact at a huge level happen. It doesn't go together. So that's what needs to be rebalanced. It's easy to be done when you ask, so first you center yourself, and then you go into your heart. And then from that place, you're going to ask, is my artist archetype or my spiritual archetype having a little dysfunction right now, a little hiccup? And then once you have that, try to pinpoint what is the discordant energy that needs to be cleared. And then once you have that, you're going to ask your source or your higher self to clear it. And you're going to replace it with something more positive. So a desire for flow, desire for financial flow, desire for creativity, desire for value, for worthiness, for appreciation of self. Those are all ideas that you could bring in inside to activate your artist or your spiritual self, and to find some healing there and to rebalance it. There, I hope this is helping you. Send me a little comment or send me an email to let me know which archetype of those 4 archetypes that I discussed in these videos is the one that is acting up at this present time. Once again, they don't act up all the time, and they may not act up at all for you right now, but one of them may. And one of them may block you, and it may just be completely subconscious. But when you really, really tap into your heart and get very neutral and leave the ego on the side, then you're going to get an answer, and you may find some interesting answers there. So happy search, and I hope to see you soon. Bye now.